Welcome back to Gomer Games Capital City. It has been a while since we've uploaded a video here from Capital City, and I was going through a couple things, ran into some segment and node limits, so I had to go back through and change a couple things and grab some more nodes and segments. But I want to get kind of changing the plan a little bit. I want to go ahead and get this center peninsula done right through here. There's a leisure area through here and a resort going here. And then I have something kind of special planned for this right here. So I'm going to try to get all of this done within the limits of the nodes and the segments. So those are the next couple videos here. Now we have a monorail running from the airport. Goes over, crosses the river, goes behind the airline headquarters, and connects up to the airport terminal here, and then loops all the way around, and then comes back this direction, and then ends right here. Or there's a station here actually, and then it loops back around around to the museum, and then comes back around to the headquarters and connects back here. But this monorail station is to take tourists and business people in town for business to this leisure area of town, where there is going to be some hotels and casinos. And, there would be like conventions and stuff like that there at the hotels. So they would use this monorail to get there instead of taking a bus, or they could actually use the train also, or instead of renting a car or something like that. So let's go ahead and get this started. I did put in the rail. Goes into this tunnel and goes up through into this trench, and then connects to this transportation hub here in the city. And then it crosses the river here, crosses the other river, goes into a tunnel, goes under the airport, comes out right here, and then connects to the airport terminal. So it's a direct access, one direction to the airport, and then direct access to the main transportation network inside the city, going the other direction. And then we're going to connect a monorail station right here, so we've got another small transportation hub located right here also. So what we're going to do is we need to connect this road, which goes back out to the highway / interstate, to this leisure area here. We need to connect it over to this road so it can be accessed by cars. So what we're going to do, switch the camera mode off. We are going to use a one-way system here. And I did kind of play around with this a little bit to get the numbers correct. Didn't usually do that, but because I'm so close on network nodes and segments, I'm trying to do things as conservatively as possible to save as much as I possibly can. So we're going to go out 15, out 15, and then here, switch that over. I'm going to go ahead and go out 14 and over 14. And then what we're going to do here is drop this all the way down. Yeah, let's do 25 meters. We'll do 25 meters down. And then we'll go this direction. And actually, may not be able to do 14 on this side. I think we're going to go ahead and do 12. There's a reason why I did 14 on that side. Try to make it as symmetrical as possible, but sometimes you just have to have some liberty with it and just kind of go with it. Yeah, we'll do that. And then we'll go ahead and go down. See what 25 looks like. Trying to keep it as close to 90 as possible. Now, the reason why I went to that deep was I wanted a nice slope coming into this curve here. Obviously, we'll reverse these roads here in a bit, and yeah, nice slope there. Now we do have a little bit of clipping here, or a little bit of bulge. One way to get rid of that is use move it, switch to ground, and you want to find this node here, and just drop that down just a little bit. And that should take care of it, yeah. Alright. Now the next thing we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and bring up these side roads here. Go up 10. Up 10. Now we'll connect together. That gives us a perfect grid in the middle here. And then we will grab monorail station here. And I couldn't decide between this one, which I thought was a little small, which is the vanilla version. See if it'll let me turn that off, yeah. Because that looks good with that rail station. And then I also have this here, which I'm going to have to place this so you can see it. Turn Anarchy on. And I really didn't like this one. I'm not going to leave it so that to be perfect, just because I think it kind of overpowers the rail station. It doesn't look like its companion. It looks like it's kind of overbearing. So I just think this looks perfect right here. So, which is the reason why I chose that, and I want that right in the middle. I think the two of those just kind of, they complement each other, and they kind of offset, the different shapes offset each other, and I just think that that works perfectly there. So we'll grab the monorail above ground. Connect that to that. And then here's the tricky part. I think I'm going to leave this monorail until we complete these tunnels. on the other side. So let's go ahead and fill in this area here. If I did everything correctly, this should all fill in. I want the parking lots off of these roads here. And I think these 2020 parking lots. This asset is called Parking Lot 2020. And I'm sorry, I can't remember who posted it on the Steam Workshop. Works perfectly in there. A little bit of a difference here, this row here, but that's okay. That works. And then that leaves us some little area for some greenery. So I'm going to put in some curves and put some trees in just to kind of give it a little bit of decoration or a little bit of something, just so it's not all concrete. So switch this back to 0. And let's use, see here. Yeah, that works good. Alright. Get the settings up here. And let's see, 10. Yep, works perfectly. So let's see here. Alright, now this did overlap the road a little bit, so just go in with move it, and since you're already overlapping, in order to get this to be a nice smooth network here, just slide this back. Make sure that you maintain there. And then you want to leave enough room for a sidewalk there. Perfect. And then, yeah, we have some clipping here. Probably just going to take care of this later. Yeah, because it's going to take a little bit of work to get it to look right. But we'll take care of that. Now we'll go ahead and find a tree to put in here. Thinking these might not be. Yeah, it's too big. Yeah, I kind of like this one. Yeah, kind of like that one. And then go back to turning the values on again. Let's do that and see what it does. Go to 4. Yeah, I like that. That works. And then bring it right there. Yeah, looks really good. It gives a little bit of something, but not. It's not overwhelming, or it's not blocking the view, so it's not really security or a hazard. So I think that that works good. Turn the segments and the nodes off. There we go. Copy that down. Put it right into the same location on this side here. And there we go. So that looks pretty good there. And then we're going to go ahead and we're not going to complete the decoration, but I am going to add a road out this direction. And then we're going to put in one of the smaller hotels on this side here. Yeah, I think it was the Courtyard by Marriott. We're going to run that this direction, yeah. And then we'll do, this should fit in here. Yeah, that fits perfectly. So we'll go ahead and put this here. And now we're going to have to erase that. Tear that monorail out to put one there. We will put one there. And then I'm going to go ahead and leave this area here blank, even though that in. We'll modify the pillars when we have to for the monorail that moves that direction. So let's go ahead and just fill in the concrete here. There we go. And I think we're going to put another parking lot in right here. Maybe just a smaller one. Well, we'll use the same size. I guess we'll just use this one here. Although it's not letting me put it right next to the hotel, but yeah, that'll work. Then we can use some, that could be some green area. Some green space, maybe a couple trees or something. Nothing too elaborate because the tunnel's right there, so you don't want it to interfere with the tunnel. So you don't want it to be anything that's going to have extensive roots or extensive water, because then you're going to have a mess. And then normally I would put a fence right through there, which we will with some props, but that takes a little bit of time. So I'll probably do that off camera. But the watching my network, the nodes and the segments, so we want to save that. So I'll just put the props in, and I'll just prop that. And then I do need to mess with the terrain a little bit there. I'll smooth that out. Try to get those parking lots smooth through there. That looks pretty good there. I'm gonna just fill this in as a green area here to kind of offset this green area here on the other side, and then also there's going to be a walking path go through here. Probably connect it to here, to this road, and then probably to here. So it'll probably come down this direction, and also come down and meet over here. And then there'll be some maybe a picnic area, or maybe just a sitting area or something through there. Okay, so let's get these other roads built here. One thing I did want to do is lane mathematics here. we've got one coming off and two going down in there. I'm going to go ahead and change this to 3 lanes. And obviously we need to for these, so we'll just go ahead and do that. Why we are working on this. There we go. So that works. And then go through with no controller and mark this intersection up here so these two turn into these two closest lanes, and then this lane goes straight into this lane, and then this lane here can turn into either one of these. And then obviously we have two nodes here. Well, I guess technically it'd be just one node, but that's all we need for this guy on this lane to be able to get into the center lane to go straight, or this guy in this left-hand lane here turning into the middle lane to get to this node to switch over, so that way he can turn left if he wants to, or he can go straight if he wants to. So as long as we have that node there, we're good to go. So we'll mark that intersection up later on. Alright, so let's go ahead with the 2-lane road here. We are at 25 meters. So let's continue. Go 15. I want to try to make these as symmetrical as possible, even though technically we are a little off because we use different numbers here because of the arcs, but we're still pretty close. Make sure that we're still on the island or the peninsula itself. And then let's go ahead and start coming up. Was originally planning on coming off of this node here. Let's go to 30. And let's see what we can do here. That. Connect that. That worked pretty well. No complaints. And then go back down. Grab this one. Connect it to this. And that actually worked very well also. It's a good deal. And then these are direct 90-degree corners here. So these connect at the exact same place, so that it worked out very nicely. Very, very nicely. So now what we're going to do, we're going to run a 2-lane road down this direction. I want it to direct 90 degrees. It's just straight down. And then the same thing here, down that direction. Now I'm going to take another monorail stop, and this time I am going to go ahead and use the vanilla stop, just because I want it to kind of be a smaller station, even though it probably will be used more than this one, honestly, in the game. I'm not sure in reality if that would be the case, if this is a real life situation, but in the game I think this one will probably be used more. So let's go ahead and we'll drop this down right here. Yeah, that works. And we will extend this out. That may be too far. Yep. There. And we'll use the curve tool. Put it into a palette. Show us the it's going to line up, so we're just going to have to guess. Oh, well, maybe it does. And just that right and good deal. And then to mess with the pillars a little bit. Actually, we could probably get away with just doing one on this walkway here, and then maybe one on the sidewalk here. And then there is one right here, but maybe, yeah, maybe another one right here. So let's go ahead and grab one of those and copy it. The monorail, if you want the pillar, it's the large circle. If you want to move the node, it is the small circle. So click on that. Copies that pillar. Right there. There. And then we want to try to get this to close to the edge. Of the parking as possible without going into the parking lot. There we go. And that actually works. I could go through and put some. That's not going to work there. We're going to have to change that. And we're going to have to change that. So, maybe what we'll do is we'll use another smaller parking lot there. Or maybe we'll use that for another use or something like that. I'm not sure what we'll use. Either that or just delete this and put this in. That's why I didn't see it, is because I put it there. I painted this without using painted it without turning that haze off of those. Go. So go through and yeah, I was gonna have to do something with that last parking lot anyway. So yeah, we'll just do that. Alright. I think that works. Again, a little bit of lumpies and bumpies there. The parking lot, but parking lots not all flat. We'll see how when cars start parking there, whether we have any floaters. If we've got floaters, we'll have to modify it, change it a little bit. But there, that actually looks a lot better. So we'll leave that like that. And then we've got the monorail connecting to the station here. And then we're going to go ahead and run this line all the way down. And for right now, we're just going down. Just parallel to the road. I'm not even sure it's going to stay parallel to the road like that. I may move it over more towards the main road here. And then the main road, I'm going to switch to a 6-lane road. Almost to this little park here. Yeah. And then, yeah, we got some dedicated lanes here. Thinking, yeah, we don't have any asymmetrical, anything larger than ace, yeah. There's 3, 2. Oh, here we go. Not sure if that really will work. Nah. But I do want to use asymmetrical roads on these. And then use Traffic Manager to go in. And you always want to use these arrows whenever you possibly can, instead of using the network connectors or the node connectors. Those is this button here. Lane connectors is what it's called. Click on that, and then you can pull this lane over and make it do what you want it to do. But it uses a lot more RAM to do that. To see, you can actually have this turning left. You can actually change it and make it turn right if you want to do that. You'd never want to do that, but you could. But you want to use that. You want to use those. There's some intersections that you just have to do it because of the way the intersection is set up. Sometimes the angle, that type of thing. But you don't want to use it unless you absolutely have to. And then we'll leave that like that. And then next thing, we're at approaching 35 minutes here. I just want to add a couple other things on here just to give you a preview of what we're doing. We're going to go into the unique buildings in leisure, and we're going to grab, this is the, I think it's this snowfall. I think it's snowfall. Yeah, I think you get this with snowfall. Maybe it might be after dark. It's a casino. And this is just going to be the first casino on this little stretch of road here. But what we're going to do, we're going to place that there. And then I'm going to take a small 2-lane road here. And see if we can get this to work without using no, it it didn't work without using Move It, but we can use Move It. That's fine. Use Move It. Alright, just like that. Just like that. And then we're going to have this. Come in here. And then, in theory, what we're going to have let's see, there we go. Yeah, I like that. In theory, what we're going to have is we're going to have traffic driving through here, and then it will drive underneath this awning, like it's like the cars are dropping people off, picking people up, that type of thing. So we will go ahead and take this road, run it down this direction. Pull this over. Looks like we got a little bit of a height issue here. I think we're going to run it with the same height as the casino. So it means we need to tuck it closer to the casino. There is no parking on this 2-lane road here. The 1-lane road, there's one of them that has parking. The 2-lane is not. Which we may actually switch this to a 1-lane road, because you have one that doesn't have parking. So I may just do that. And then have this a 1-lane road, and then maybe this one here. Yeah, because the parking is on the inside. To traffic manager, click on the parking there, and soon that tells you where the parking is. But I didn't turn on any parking. Didn't use the parking there, so there's only going to be cars parked on the inside of this road in the front, making people. That will look very nice, and then we'll use the 2-lane road here off this other side. Go down this direction, and then we'll go to parking lot back here. Yeah. And then, yeah, do that just like that. So drop this node back just a little bit. And would have done the same thing here if it wasn't for those stairwells. I'm not sure what this overhang actually is because there's nothing under there. I was thinking maybe it would be like a loading bay. I don't know, for trucks, for food, and stuff like that, I guess. But there's nothing under there, so probably could pull some assets off the workshop and use those to fill in there, but it's really not worth that. do want to try to keep this pretty straight here. So I'm going to go ahead and actually may just leave it like that. That kind of gives it a little bit of something having it with an edge, and then we'll do the same thing that we did here, or we did on the other side, is we'll drop this down just a little bit, and that gives, not that much. There we go. And then another thing that we need to do is, as you can see how this levels off and then goes back down. If you use the network node controller and drop down, click on this node right here and make slope, it changes it to slope. We may up this from 25 meters up to 20 meters or maybe even 15 meters. I just needed to make sure that's enough to go under the rails there, which is well below that. So we may just do that. But I'll take care of that off camera there. So we'll put in, maybe we'll put in the 20 parking. And then maybe put in a couple smaller ones there. And go ahead and adjust this over. Yeah, just like that. Just like that. Now I moved that over because there is a little bit of a height distance here. Actually, probably raise that up a little bit. And then I can take a retaining wall. I really don't want to use the network node and segment, but I can use the retaining wall right through there and make that look really good there, with also keeping the sidewalk, because there'll probably be people using this bridge here, but we'll see. But we've got that all leveled out, and then obviously just go through with the paint here, and we want to paint in the concrete all the way around, and then just go ahead and fill that in right through there. And then I'm not going to detail these other buildings, but I'm going to go ahead and place a couple other ones. I'm thinking maybe the Hampton Inn goes right here, this corner. And then we'll use the other hotel, what that's called, this one. And turn that around. Detailing these today, but there's that in there. A little bit. We're going to bring another road in across at this intersection. Right there. And then cut over back here to this parking lot. And then this huge space right here, we are going to put in our anchor building. The building that anchors this whole area, which is a shopping mall, and that is a unique thing. I think it's on this one. This one. thing is huge. As you can see, it's kind of messing with the frames per second here because it is literally so large. But look at that thing. That is very nice there. It's got a walkway. I may scoot it down a little bit. Yeah, I may scoot it down just a little bit. And then it's got a parking garage over here on the other side with a driveway there. And then it's got storefronts all along this front here. It's got a walkway through here. And then it's got a second story walkway and a lower walkway on this side, which is the reason why I wanted the monorail station right here, which would be perfect for to put in a pedestrian pathway right there, so it kind of connects all this together. This all this concrete comes with the building. I just have the painting turned off on it. So I'm just going to go through and looks like it's a little bit of a height distance there. I'll have to change that. And then, yeah, I don't think there is any concrete with this one, but we're going to go ahead and paint this in concrete here. Because just to give you a hint, I think we are going to place this fountain right here. Yeah. And then maybe not to be outdone, the casino, that might be a little bit too much for that intersection, but maybe the casino will do it, maybe another casino, because I've got a couple other casinos I'm going to put down here. Maybe another casino will do it here, and then maybe this, we can have another fountain on this side or something for this building. But we'll do that in the next video. Hit that subscribe button, helps out the channel. Hit the like button, and share the video if you think anybody that would like the video. Share the video. Any comments, suggestions, feel free to leave that. Any questions, feel free to leave that in the comments. Also, I do read all the comments. That would be it for this video. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and we'll see you next time. This is Gomer with Gomer Games.